So there are going to be differences in how informed people are, and somebody's going to make money because they're more informed than somebody else, and of course then people can make bets on what's going to happen with the economy. And so let's think about the biological case. You got a set of cells, and the cells are now coupled by gap junctions, right? Now, so that's a kind of cognitive glue because the bioelectric signals are now spreading through the tissue, and it's now harder for any one cell to be an outlier in terms of its memories and its model of the world because it's sharing physiological parameters directly with its neighbors. In the real world, it takes time for information to propagate through that tissue, and so much like the speed of light is a kind of like this limit in physics that binds that ties together space and time. There's going to be a constant like that in any tissue that basically tells you how fast can information propagate, right, and how fast can signals and information get across the thing. So you're going to have scenarios where, for some amount of time, there are going to be regions. So let's say so here's your cellular your network, your tissue. Something happens over here to trigger it. There's going to be some time where the ones over here know about it and the ones back here don't yet. So I wonder to what extent, and you can also think about that delta having something to do with the thickness of the cognitive now moment, right? That you're not instantaneous. There's about a couple of hundred milliseconds in neuroscience. They tell you that is when the things are propagated, and below that you can't really answer questions. Did I see it? Was I aware of it? You can only answer those questions definitively from the perspective of the larger cognitive agent from a certain. After the information has had a chance to propagate and all the subsystems have had their say, and eventually you can say, yes, you did or you didn't. So there's a temporal resolution, right, below which you can't really slice yourself, that temporal thickness. The things that I assume economists know a lot about what happens when there are discrepancies in information in the economy and ability to act and so on. I wonder if some of those things could help us understand development or morphogenesis more broadly.
Information asymmetry is a huge field of research. So there are instances where differences in information can really make it very difficult to trade, even though at the same time, the whole point of trading is to ultimately bring everyone's information into sync with each other.